Yeah, are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, so what is your... Wait.
Oh, are you recording?
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick.
Someone who can be romantically and like emotionally connected to another woman. I mean, obviously they have sex with each other because they're in love, but I think homosexuality is more about an emotional connection than a sexual one.
A lesbian is a human being with a horn on top of its head that shoots out rainbows.
A woman that engages in sexual activity with other women.
That was a shitty reference from a movie or a show I watch a lot. But a lesbian is a female that likes to do sexual things with other females. I don't know what that entails just yet.
Lesbian is a woman that is attracted to women.
I hear that there's a lot of scissoring that is involved.
I had a few lesbian acquaintances here or there, but can't say anybody current. That's a friend.
Why do you think you don't have any friends? Lesbian friends?
I don't have any lesbian friends. Not per se, not... I guess generally I don't think that lesbians and gays have the same experience.
I can't say I do.
I have lesbian acquaintances, but not that I'd really call friends.
Why is that? Do you think there's a disconnect between gay men and lesbians?
I think it's, you can't assume that because we're both gay that we're going to find a common ground, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a disconnect either.
Why do you think that? Why?
Why? I just don't have a lot of female friends in general. I never really have, gay or straight. So that's.
Okay. Now, do you think there's a disconnect between gay men and lesbians?
Sure. I mean, they're obviously attracted to the complete opposite thing. I mean, men, the men and women, they're different, and they're also attracted to the different people. So, like, as far as that's concerned, what do they have in common?
And do you have lesbian friends?
I don't.
And why is that?
Lesbians and I typically don't get along. I'm a really laid back, cool person, easy to get along with, and I think a lot of the times lesbians come at me in a really kind of an aggressive way, at least the experience that I've had with them, and it's almost like it almost feels like they're overcompensating or something. It's just they're really trying to assert dominance, and that's kind of a turn off to me as far as a friendship level.
How do you feel about lesbians?
I think that, well, it's kind of hit or miss as far as building a friendship with a female a gay female, a lesbian, I guess. I think you can either hit it off or not because of the walls that have been put up.
You think differences between lipstick and butch?
Yeah. A lipstick lesbian for me is one that, that you would never guess is a lesbian. That get by society or get through society a lot easier than other lesbians because most people assume that they're straight.
I don't have any negative opinions about them. I mean, I don't really understand why why they're so angry at men. I mean, they play with I guess they're mad because they play with plastic penises for their whole life. They can't actually play with a real one. Just saying.
when you talk about sex or anything, that's, you know, there's nothing, you know, nothing's gonna happen.
But just like straight men and straight women aren't necessarily friends, gay men and gay women aren't necessarily friends. Just based on their similarity in sexual interests.
Do you think there's a disconnect between gay men and lesbians?
I think that a lot of people do have, a lot of gay guys do find lesbians are often a topic of jokes. You know.
I don't want to make a blanket statement, but a lot of, well, women in general tend to be more emotional and tend to be more relationship oriented and more nurturing, while it's easier for gay men to be alone and make the best of it. So that, therefore they're like viewed as partiers and going out more, while with, or at least from my observation, with lesbians they're much more relationship oriented. So,
Because they're two women.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
So you think men in general are less commitment based than.
It's easier for a man to be by himself.
Do I feel hostility from lesbians? Yeah. It's not, I don't know if it's lesbians or if it's just women in general, but they seem just to be jealous. I don't know. Women are just really jealous of me. I'm not really sure why. Probably because I take their boyfriends and laugh at them for it. Lesbians in particular don't seem to like me. I think they think men are the devil, and men that like men are even more of a devil. I don't know what it is about them, but seem not to really get along with us, especially since we're in the same boat. I'm not really sure why.
A lesbian wants a girl to like sit on their face and have sex that way. You know, obviously not every lesbian, but lesbians are attracted to the vagina or enjoy vagina. Gay men like to fool around with a penis. Difference. But I can't really say that that boils down to we can't get along in society or that we don't enjoy going to the movies or out to dinner with the lesbian.
But you're saying the butch, like
Yeah.
Home Improvement wouldn't stand a chance.
Home improvement.
That's,
Um,
that's the first thing that came to mind.
right. Do you feel like the culture between lesbian and gay men is different?
Yes, I do. I think we have different interests. You know, the gay culture, you know, it has a lot to do with sex and drinking, and I'll be honest, I don't really know much about lesbian culture, but I don't think that, you know, women in general are as fueled by sex as men are, and
Do you think there are cultural differences between gay men and lesbians?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say so. Yeah, I think. I think gay men, they tend to like show tunes and, you know, like clothes and I don't know, like modeling and like that preppy stuff. But lesbians have that that stereotype of liking, you know, more like butch man things. But you know, it's not all said and done. Obviously, you can't just categorize people like that, black and white.
Right. So pretty much you just named off some stereotypes just
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
A cultural difference, I think, yes, but I don't know if it's more driven by the fact that, you know, at the end of the day, whether you're a bull dyke or a lesbian, you're a woman. You know, so you innately have these more emotional sides, more of wanting to create bond with people rather than social friendships or social connections. While I think the gay man can thrive on social connection and have no bond much more easily than, let's say, a female. No matter how butch she is, you know, because you know what, at the end of the day, you're still a woman. And so I don't know if it's a cultural difference implied by society or it's just more of a biological instinct.
There should be more of a connection. I think it's great that we're fighting together for the right to marry. And we got DAGT repealed. I mean, it wouldn't have happened if we didn't work together, really. But I feel like on a social level, like we just don't really get along, you know? We go to different bars. We obviously date different people, clearly. We hang out in different places than each other. They like Subarus and we like normal cars, and they like golden retrievers and we like cute chihuahua puppies. Like, I mean, we have our differences.
Okay, and so how do you think gay men feel about the word bitch and cunt opposed to lesbians?
I think that for gay men, it's a whole lot easier to use the words bitch and cunt. I mean, bitch in the gay world is more like girl. It's like a synonym for the word girl, like, which I guess is bad, but
I don't use that word. I really don't like it. The only times I've ever really said it is when I'm really angry at my sister. That gets her every time. So I keep that in my back pocket for our arguments. Other than that, I don't say it in public, and I kind of frown upon those who use it.
What word are we talking about?
Talking about the word cunt.
but we don't mean it. There's no malice behind it. You know, it's more like bitch, please. And then, like, whenever I've used the word cunt, I don't usually use it. But it's more like, all right, you're being a cunt right now. You know, like you're just being nasty.
How do I use the bitch word and the C word? I use cunt a lot. I describe my family's behavior as cunty sometimes. Um, I call other men bitch because it's cute and fun, and it's like the N word for black people, kind of.
So do you think
And no, I do not think being a woman is nasty.
I mean, I don't like using the word fag. I think it's inappropriate. But bitch is totally kosher. Totally kosher. So take the word back. And I don't think I should have asked permission of women, especially lesbians, to use them. If they are offended, they can just close their ears and turn their head. I don't really care. So,
When gay men use it, it's typically like it's almost a compliment, and it's kind of just you're kind of teasing them when you say bitch, but it's playful and it's not at all. There's no negativity meant by it.
I think they generally use it the same. I mean, if it's a negative thing, like, oh, quit being such a bitch, you know, that can be applied to gay men or lesbians. Probably not so much to straight men. You know, they would be like dicks.
For a woman to use the word cunt is the same way it would take a lot for a woman to describe another woman as a cunt. Just like it would take a lot for me to describe another gay man as a faggot.
Bitch, not so much. Cunt, absolutely. Women generally are pretty offended by that word. In my opinion.
You're either a bitch or you're not. You know? But like you said, it's become less taboo to use the word bitch freely.
And what about in the feminist movement? Like, you think those words are just like, it's like saying faggot. Do you think it's kind of relating when it comes to the feminism?
Yes. Yes and no. Because here's my philosophy on the word faggot. I think just like, and I relate it to race only because I myself am a minority. You know, there's white trash, there's Puerto Ricans, there's spics, there's blacks, there's niggers, there's gays, and there's faggots. You know, like a faggot for me is like someone who doesn't bring anything good to the reputation of the gay community.
and are they offended by it? Yeah, of course they're offended by those words. Why? Because they use it, in my head at least, they use it against each other when they're mad at each other. And of course they're going to be offended by that because it's mean. I don't really have anything else, but that's what I think of Lesbos. So.
Are there any cute gays in your class? You're gonna watch me? You're gonna watch me and say, oh, I want to be with him. It's my soulmate.
Maybe.
You better crop that shit right out of this video too.
It's going in there, actually.
No, it's not.
I'll put it in the beginning. That's not going to enter it. Okay, so.
You're terrible.